Welcome to SPL Roshn Saudi League Preview 2022-2023. Ahead of the break for the 2022 World Cup, we round up the action from match day 8. Off the pitch, we click with the fast-moving world of social media in around the league. In Stats Attack, the hunt is on. We run the numbers on two top predators out for victory on match day 9.
Top of the table, Al Shabab was still undefeated, but they dropped their first points this season last time out, and so would be especially set on securing all 3 against Al Khalij.
A bright start from Al Shabab. Al score in space. Carlos Jr., the league's most dangerous striker, gives Al Shabab the lead in the 2nd minute. You can't afford to leave him unmarked. Morato, swinging ball, Kubrani. Kim at full stretch. Al Khalij looking for the equaliser. Circulation. Al Shankiti denied by Kim. Al Skur. Guanca. Interchange with Carlos Jr. It's rock and roll football from Al Shabab. Guanca gets the 2nd. Slides it home. Bahebri breaks through behind. Enzo Al-Muwalid. Arriving is Bupenza. Magnificent goal. The idea alone was audacious. Kubrani. He's got himself in trouble. And further trouble. It's a penalty. Abdul goes down. He won the penalty. Can Abdul convert? Hits the post. 92nd minute. Bahebri into Abdul. Didn't have to wait long after the penalty miss. Al Shabab finished the match all smiles. A powerhouse performance as Al Shabab stay top.
Third-placed Al Ittihad were on the hunt for maximum points when the best performing of the newly promoted teams Al Wahda came calling. The hosts had a passionate support, the visitors their sense of togetherness. The home side swept forward, a 1-2 between Helder Costa and Romarinho. The Angolan's shot parried wide by keeper Munir Mohammedi. Just before the break, Anselmo de Moraes was the recipient of Abdurrahman Al-Oboud's over-enthusiastic challenge. That could have been dangerous. And the referee responded, Al-Oboud given his marching orders. There was still time for the 10 men to test Munir again. Hamdallah with a header and a fine save. In the 2nd half, they were at it again, on the run as at the start of the match. Romarinho at the heart of the attack. But the keeper was up to it. The hosts couldn't break the deadlock. Until, with 10 minutes to go, Ahmed Hijazi got on the end of Igor Coronado's corner. Munir finally beaten as the home crowd celebrated. The captain with a great leap and a bullet header. The Red Giants' frustration boiled over. Gerson Rodriguez wouldn't get away with that. The ref called on VAR. The visitors like their hosts down to 10 men. But not too down at heart. The Mecca side stole possession and attacked. Yahya Najai ran at goal, but homekeeper Marcelo Grohe blocked the shot. And 1-0 it ended. A third home win on the spin for Al Ittihad. Disappointed for sure, Al Wehda, however, made a real match of it.
Goals, saves and tackles. In Stats Attack, the numbers always stack up. Match day 9. Picture this, title rivals in Al Riyadh, Al Shabab against Al Ittihad. They've met on 28 occasions in the top flight. The side from the capital have won 9. The Jeddah Giants just ahead on 11.
يحاول يلعب كرة عرضية. الله!
The Lions have roared in front of goal this season. A fierce attack that has struck 20 times so far. But the Tigers lie in wait. Nuno Santo has marshalled the meanest defence, claiming 5 consecutive clean sheets. Expect a match of fine margins. 2 predators are on the hunt. That's all from Stats Attack this week. Now for some quick-fire highlights.
Flags to represent the nationalities of their players. Al Adala fans in positive mood ahead of the visit of Damak. Their team had won their last game on home turf, and the passionate supporters wanted more. And the players responded. Lenis with a shot, just tipped over by keeper Mustafa Zerba. An encouraging start. But it fired Damak into life. Bruno Duarte's powerful dribbling run faced the challenge of the home defence, but Ahmed Al Zain was able to set up Hilal Sudani, his 3rd goal in 3 games. After the break, Al Adala fought for the equaliser. It was the Colombian who seemed to be their danger man, but he shot wide of the keeper's reaching hand and the post. Just 5 minutes later, instead of level, they were trailing by 2. José Antonio Delgado making no mistake. Damak heading to their first away win since match day 1. Argentinian Lautaro Palacios one-on-one with a shot stopper, who blocked his effort. A 6th defeat of the campaign for Al Adala, while Damak's solid run continued. Al Batin had scored their first goal and picked up their first point of the season in their last home game, so perhaps a little more confidence for the visit of Abha. They started the match with something of a flourish. When Youssef Fawaz's shot rebounded off the crossbar, Youssef Al-Muzayrib showed his athleticism, but the ball flew over. The leader of the South responded in clinical fashion, Saleh Al-Amri finding an opening and shooting with power, 1-0 to the visitors. Al-Amri's 2nd of the season. And he was involved for a 2nd time after the break, brought down in the area by Al Batin's Othman Awad, who saw red for the challenge. As Awad stepped off, Saad Bekir stepped up. Who'd have doubted him? Abha were looking good. And their 3rd goal looked better than good. It was a stunner. A solo run and a swerve around the keeper. Abdul Fattah Adam rightly pleased with that. The home side had the last word. The captain was toppled in the area by Fahad bin Jumeirah, and the referee awarded the home team a penalty. Rakan Al Shamlan converted, a consolation for the bottom side of the table. A second win in a row for Abha, both away from home and with a 3-1 scoreline. Ninth placed Al Fateh took on Al Raed in 10th, with the hosts in better spirits. The managers shared a moment. It hadn't been the easiest campaign for either team. But fear nothing was the message from the stands, and the Blues showed their attacking intent from the off. Firas Al Brikan has scored more beautiful goals, but the celebration is always artistic. The visitors aren't short of skill. Yahya Sanbal with superlative control, but his shot was deflected wide by Tawfiq Bouhmed, the 24-year-old still waiting to get off the mark for the campaign. However, he wasn't left to be unmarked in this encounter. Sanbal brought down by Bouhmed and trodden on. The referee called on VAR, and the decision? A red card. The 10-man had 45 minutes to defend their lead, and Fran Vélez was set on doing exactly that, but his hand made contact with the ball. The referee consulted VAR again and awarded a penalty kick. Alexandru Mitrița, the man on the spot. Jakub Rinne, the man with the save. A rueful Romanian and triumphant Swede. The Buraida side kept knocking on the door. Mohamed Salim this time denied by the woodwork. The home fans delighted by the win despite their team's numerical disadvantage. Mario Shumudika's side had put up a fight, but the joy belonged to Al Fateh.
Later in the show, we recap an exhilarating start to the campaign. But first, it's time to check out the world of social media. Let's catch up with all the news off the pitch in around the league. The past may be another country, but you can travel there with your memories. That's what Abdallah Al Mayouf did to celebrate his contract renewal with Al Hilal. On the subject of other countries, Al-Shabaab's Hattan Bahebri has been recalling his trip to London and his chill-out time by the Mediterranean. Al-Wahda goalkeeper Munir Mohammadi posted some videos of the Coldplay concert he attended. Time for the dunes, a cookout or some music. Social media has it all sorted away. Like a warm birthday greeting from Al Khalij for the wife of Lucas Souza, a hug between Abdulillah Al-Amri and his father, Al Raed coach Marius Shumudika making a dramatic entrance, and a reminder to be careful pitchside. That's all for now from around the league, our digital window into the RSL world after the final whistle. Now back to the action from Matchday 8.
Al Ta'i were last season's surprise success story, and this term were up there with the league's big boys. In fact, defending champions Al Hilal trailed their hosts by a point after a disappointing 3-game run saw them slide down the standings.
Carrillo over the defensive line to Michael, serves it up, Igalo! Al Hilal cut through Al Ta'i. He couldn't miss from there. Al Hilal trying to play it out from the back. Yang turns into El Mayouf. He's made an error. Mbenza! He couldn't punish them just before the break. Al Hilal dominating the possession at the beginning of the restart. Carrillo's cross. Michael puts his body on the line, claims Al Hilal's second. Great instinct at the back post. Fight. Bouncing ball. Mbenza! Altay needed that. The fans are on their feet. It was just too hot to handle. Musona, the captain, trying to drive his team on. Sayoud's there. Drops the shoulder. Out wide. Sayoud! Pure determination from Altay. The Knights of the North show their pride at home. 90th minute. Al Hilal, Al Blehi show their champion spirit at the end and wrap up all 3 points. First home defeat for Altay. Al Hilal end a 3-game winless run to delight the travelling fans.
In form, Al Nassr had scored 7 times across their last 2 games and were sitting second when troubled Al Fayha came to town. The hosts demonstrated one reason why they'd been so impressive lately. Watch Vincent Aboubakar, such strength and skill, but Vladimir Stojkovic made the save. They still hadn't breached his net early in the second half. The Cameroonian with a cross this time. The Orange defence beat Sami Al Najeh to that. The number 1 came close to being involved in a shock-away goal. His long goal kick eventually at the feet of Antonio Nwakeme, but the home shot stopper David Ospina deflected the danger. Just over 15 minutes to play, and the guests were possibly starting to feel hopeful, until Luis Gustavo struck. That was unstoppable. And didn't he enjoy it? Al Nassr stepped on the gas. Abdulillah Al Amri worked hard to keep possession and set up Anderson Talisca. Another net buster, and it was 2-0. The Brazilian's 4th of the league campaign. Such power, and even the youngest fans love him. He got his second of the game just over 3 minutes later. This one was all about skill and precision. Another Al Alami player bagged a brace. Mohamed Maran with the assist. Gustavo acting on trained instinct. It was the 3rd time in 8 days that Al Nassr had scored 3 or more goals in a game. They trail leaders Al Shabab by just 3 points. At Al Ittifaq, fans hoped for only their 2nd home win of the campaign, but a test awaited. High-flying Al Ta'awun were a wounded beast, having lost last time out.
Al Ta'awun moving the ball well. Kaku. This is Al Nassr. Cuts inside. Clinical finish. Slotted bottom corner. Tawamba. Belabet. Stop and go from Medran. Victor to the rescue. Sliti with the vision. Vitinho, he's all alone. Gets the shot away. Didn't have the angle. Tawamba picks out Kaku. His attempt is blocked. This is Medran. Oh, just wide. 92nd minute. Al Nabit finds Medran. Steadies himself. Victor keeps it respectable. Al Tawoun beats Al Ettifaq. That's now 10 points on the road.
At the top, Al Shabab hold the advantage over Al Nassr, with Al Hilal back in fourth. At the other end, Al Batin are 3 points off fourth bottom Al Adala. Carlos Jr. stays in front, while Anderson Talisca moves a goal behind.
Just 8 games in, and SPL Roshn Saudi League has produced plenty of intensity and excitement. A league that burns with passion. Skill, commitment, and dedication, matched by incredible goals.
هذه المواجهة تشعر بأن هناك سيناريو آخر لهذه من الحارس إلى المرمى. هدف سجل الحارس مصطفى زغبة.
There are equally spectacular saves. Always the desire to entertain. Endless drama and emotion. With a backdrop of wonderful fans. All orchestrated by outstanding coaches. A welcoming venue for everyone who loves the beautiful game.
On match day 9, relegation candidates Al Khalij and Al Fayha meet. Second-placed Al Nassr visits Al Raid. It's a Clasico for leaders Al Shabab and Al Ittihad in third, while Al Hilal are at home to Al Batin.
Next time, the stars are ready to shine after the first World Cup in the Arab world. Join us then for the best of the exciting world of RSL. SPL Roshn Saudi League Preview 2022-2023.